Hey!
Hello.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Ann Brothers, I gotta tell you, your t-shirt today is amazing. It's
Isn't
amazing.
it? It is. It's a unicorn cat being ridden by a kitty eating soft serve.
Yep. Everything about that shirt is correct. That's correct, Ann. Unicorn cats, soft serve ice cream. I don't know about you, but I love soft serve ice cream. I'm sure it's sacrilegious to tell people that I actually prefer it to regular ice cream. There's just something
I
about
totally
it.
do. No, I totally much rather have soft serve, chocolate soft serve than the other.
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Can't help it. I think it's because we're from St. Joseph County.
Yeah.
And, we may go to Chicago and eat at good restaurants, but we really do love a Dorito, so it's the same.
Yeah, I do love Doritos very much. So I was watching Alone on Prime. Now there's some seasons on Prime where it's on IMBD, which has commercials. And they do that for like for a few minutes, and then you get it regular. But anyway, one of the commercials, because like I said, I don't get a lot of TV, so I don't see a lot of commercials. It was a commercial for Doritos, but they never said the name Doritos. This commercial was basically saying Doritos are so iconic, we don't even have to say the name. We don't even have to put the names on the bag. You just hold the blue bag and the red bag, and everybody knows they're Doritos. And I'm like, yeah, he's right. Yeah, we do know he's right. Yep. And I'm okay with that because I do like me a Dorito. So
me too. I'm also going to go off on a tangent here and say that if you're a restaurant and you're serving ice cream as a dessert, that is lame. Ice cream is, you go to an ice cream parlor or an ice cream stand. If you're a restaurant and you're a good restaurant and your idea of a good dessert is an ice cream sundae, lame.
No.
Make some pastry, do something, but don't and then charge me $15 for a hot fudge sundae. I have a problem with that with restaurants. Like, oh, well, we have ice cream. I'm like, yeah, so do I in my freezer.
No, I'm the same way. If I'm going to go to a restaurant, and it's not very often that I get dessert at a restaurant. So, like, if I go to a French restaurant, I always get desserts. I can get things like creme brulee and some sort of, yummy pastry cake or something super buttery with a cappuccino, and it just makes me feel good about myself. So, hey, speaking of feeling good about myself, what did you have for brunch today?
It was sad. I went for a walk and had oatmeal because Duncan went and helped his sister move.
Good job, Duncan.
I was like, I know, isn't he? He's a good person. He's a very good person. So I had oatmeal with cinnamon and fruit on it. And I don't have like good oatmeal, like where you make it with milk and put butter and stuff on it. No, I have like sad oatmeal made with water and a hard-boiled egg. And my cat nagged me until I gave him like half my yolk. So I didn't even get all the yolk in my egg.
Good job, Ambrose. Way to be healthy today. I was not healthy. Joe and I, for the second week in a row, decided to sleep in and then go to McDonald's afterwards. And this is what's funny. So Joe downloaded the McDonald's app, which I thought was funny. I'm like, we're just going to drive through anyway. I know, dude, it gets better. It gets better because on the app, listen to him making fun of Joe. On the app, you can like pick various meals. So Joe went to the breakfast menu, and they have like, this is the best part. They have a bakery section of their breakfast app. McDonald's bakery. And this is literally the 3 items on the bakery menu. Apple pie, Baker's dozen chocolate chip cookies, or the apple pie value meal, which is 2 apple pies.
It's the Joey special.
It is. Oh my God. It made me laugh so hard. Like, that is really funny. The McDonald's bakery on the McDonald's app. Anyway, I enjoyed that very much. And I thought you would enjoy that. For the record,
I love it. Now I'm going to download it just so I can order 2 pies.
Well, and I did order one of the apple pies and I got to tell you, they've really improved their recipe. Their apple pie scientists are much better than they used to be. So, because it's actually pretty tasty. They keep it warm. They ventilate it now. Yeah.
After they stopped frying them in lard, they went way downhill. And I had never had another. They used to fry them in lard, and then I had one that wasn't fried in lard, and I was like, well, I'm never doing this again. What's the point?
Exactly. Lori Worrell is with us, and she wants us to know that she had yogurt and protein granola. And again, Lori Worrell and Ann Brothers, super responsible Sunday brunch eaters today. High five yourself. High five yourself. Boom.
Yeah. I'm just more I'm like, meh, I'd rather have two McDonald's pies.
Well, yeah. And Joe, he experimented this week and got the sausage and egg McGriddle, and he said it's not. He said the spongy pancake texture was unnatural, and he was going to go back to the sausage McMuffin with egg. I'm like, you can't go wrong. The sausage McMuffin with egg is a superior breakfast sandwich, in my opinion. So
I think that McDonald's instead should replace the egg McMuffins with hash browns. So you have
yeah,
hash brown, sausage, egg, hash brown.
yeah, I would agree. It's like when Kentucky Fried Chicken make the chicken sandwich, which is chicken breast, ham sandwich, chicken breast. So
there you go. Meat is the
yeah.
new bread.
Meat is the new bread, which is one of my favorite lines from 30 Rock. Meat is the new bread. Lori says sausage McMuffin with no egg, and that's cool, man. If you're not an egg lover,
that's my favorite. Sausage McMuffin with no egg, 2 hash browns, medium Coke. Because sometimes I like to think that I'm still in high school.
I know. I was thinking back to that. So the Sturgis Journal did a story on Patty Griffith, Langanis, who I graduated with. Great story. She is just killing it coaching volleyball in Illinois. But it got me reminiscing because I played softball with Patty, and the article is about what an excellent coach she has become, and of course that reminds me of playing softball with Carol. But I was thinking about, we would go after softball games. We traveled with the boys' baseball team. The girls' softball team did, and after games we would go to McDonald's. And I can just remember watching those baseball boys order food, and it was just obscene. Like, I can remember this one kid. He got like 4 Big Macs and 2 large fries and 2 large Cokes, and just sat there and just pounded the whole thing. And I'm like, I can't even imagine being able to eat like that. I don't know.
I can't either. It's like eating would be your job. Like, my job is eating.
Correct.
I'm kind of jealous and disgusted at the same time.
Super jealous and disgusted because it's like, because I would get my regular like McChicken value meal or chicken McNuggets or whatever, and feel like a pig after eating that. But yeah, it was an impressive. Monica, absolutely put the hash browns on the sandwich. I love doing that, but for whatever reason, sometimes I just like to have my hash brown separate because it makes me feel like I have more food, because then I eat my sandwich and then I eat my hash brown and then I eat my apple pie. I know. Because I'm somehow starving, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Because soon it will be gone, and I never wanted to leave.
I know. In fact, it was so funny today because I ate my sandwich and then I ate my hash brown. And as you know, Ann, I am a focused and fast eater.
You are.
My husband is not. He is a methodical eater. And so as he was still eating his sandwich and he hadn't touched his hash brown, I admit I was eyeballing his hash brown. I'm like, he might never know that I've eaten it because he's so busy eating his sandwich. But I didn't, because I'm a good wife.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, when Duncan and I eat together, like when we get fast food every now and then, and he's always like, should we get one order of fries? And I'm like, no, get 2 orders because I don't want to share with you. And he's like, why? I'm not going to eat very many. I'm like, that's a lie. You will sit there and pound all of them and I will get 7. So get your own fries. Well, I don't want all of my own. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not sharing mine. Fine.
I feel the same way because Joe will often, because he's like, we're married, we share everything. And you're like, I don't want to share my food. I love food. I'll share almost anything else, but not my food.
We pass as middle class. Get your own fries.
Correct.
So.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. So like I said, it was and part of the reason that we've been going to McDonald's is that sometimes it's just too hard to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go get breakfast on a Sunday. It's just too much. And I don't see myself doing that when school starts because I'm already going to be, crazy tired. So, it just thundered. It's going to storm here. So I know we've been playing hit or miss storms all day. So, all right. So we have a big astronomical phenomenon that's coming up. And I thought we would talk about it because now people will have a chance to get themselves out and have a look. And that cool thing is the Perseid Meteor Shower. And this is one of those things that it may or may not be on your radar, if you'll pardon the pun. See what I did? Okay, yeah. Anyway, but it's a cool event, and let's talk about. Lori says it's pouring rain here. Well, apparently that rain has not gotten here yet, Lori. But you are west of us, so it'll get here eventually. Susie Nelson is with us. She says, "Dude, Susie, how are you? Good to hear from you." But yeah, so let's talk meteor showers now. The cool thing about this meteor shower and many meteor showers, and this is probably something that most folks don't really know, is This happens pretty much the same time every year. So let's talk real quick about what this is. So the Perseid Meteor Shower, it's a meteor shower, duh. Sorry. Yes, it is an astronomical phenomenon. Yes, a phenomenon. Because in science, you guys, we talk about scientific phenomenon and then concepts that support the phenomenon. And then we talk about historically, about how we learned, how these phenomenon happened. Yay, science. Anyway, it happens about this time every year, usually from, say, the 10th of August to the 14th of August. And I'll explain what's happening in just a minute, but essentially this meteor shower and most meteor showers, especially most annual meteor showers, are the result of the Earth passing through the debris field of a comet that has long since passed us. So for instance, the Perseid Meteor Shower, which we will experience essentially Tuesday and Wednesday, is caused by the debris field of the comet Swift-Tuttle. And this is a comet that was discovered, I want to say back in the 1860s. And its last really close approach to the Earth was in 1992. So, and this comet makes its orbit about once every 133 years. So what you have is this, a comet is essentially rock and ice, and as it approaches the sun heats it, and it starts, that debris and ice starts to jet off, and so it does leave this long debris field with it. And it just so happens is that Earth's orbit around the sun intersects this debris field for about 24. Actually, it's about a week. It's really intense for about 24 hours, and then it sort of ebbs again. And we see the meteoroids as they burn up due to friction as they enter Earth's atmosphere. So let's take a look at a little picture here. So essentially, in this picture, what you're looking at is that this circle, and this is not to, A, it's not to scale, and B, it's not, I would say, a true representation of the Earth's orbit around the sun. The Earth's orbit around the sun is not perfectly circular. It's more of an ellipse, so it would be kind of a flattened circle. So anyway, for those of you that, that freaks you out that I'm showing a circle, don't freak out. It's okay. So if the Earth is orbiting in this direction right here, you've got the Swift-Tuttle comet that would be moving around in this elongated ellipse, because most comet orbits tend to be ellipses. Here's this debris field, and you can see that it just so happens each year that as Earth makes its trip around the sun, it comes into that debris field about the same time each year. And it depends, like it says August 12th and 13th on this diagram, but this year it will happen a little bit earlier. It will happen the 11th into the 12th. So anyway, Susie says, you're rock and ice. No, you are. I know you are, but what am I? Harkening back to Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And do you have any questions about the Perseid Meteor Shower so far?
I don't. The first time I saw it was, back in like 2000 and I want to say 2006 or 2007. I was out in Colorado with my friend Dawn, and we watched it at Joe and Della's.
Nice.
So it was
it's a good spot to do your comet watching or your
it's a very watching. Dark sky there. So
yes. Speaking of that, they're actually let's talk about some particulars in terms of your viewing pleasure. So when and where you should be looking, it depends. Like right now, you can actually see some small scale meteor activity right now. And you're going to want to be looking after midnight, hopefully before moonrise. So this comet shower will be at its height or its apex. So say between 11 p.m. Tuesday, August 11th, and 1 a.m. Wednesday, August 12th local time. So you're, if you're like me and I'm an early to bed sort of girl, I'm going to need to catch a nap so that I can stay up and watch the meteor shower.
Yay, excuse for a nap. Yay.
Exactly. Now this 2-hour window is probably going to be your best time to watch. And that's that third bullet point. It's peak viewing time because A, it's well past sunset in most places in North America. And B, you've got a third quarter moon right now, and once you have moonrise, it's going to be light enough where it is going to sort of minimize all but the brightest meteoroids that you're going to see in the sky. So, like I said, your best viewing is probably going to be in that window from, say, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. between Tuesday and Wednesday. According to NASA, the meteoroids are going to be visible all throughout the sky. So you don't necessarily have to be looking in one particular direction. However, the meteoroids tend to originate from the northerly parts of the skies, especially if you're looking at the constellation Perseus, because hence the name. But once they get going, you should be able to see them regardless of where you're looking. So, so that's good. So hopefully the weather will be good. Like today, not so much. Here in Minneconsin, it's pretty cloudy. It was cloudy this morning, which bummed me out because I really wanted to take a look at the moon and Mars, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. So, but anyway, yeah, the nice thing about this is that you don't need binoculars, you don't need anything. You can literally just find a nice chaise lounge to recline in and look at the sky. If you happen to be able to view this in your backyard, fantastic, because then you can enjoy a tasty beverage while you view. And if you're driving around, you're going to want to find someplace dark. So if you've got friends with dark places, go there. So, because that's going to be your best viewing. As far as August is a pretty cool, this particular August is a pretty cool month for viewing celestial events. So for instance, if you happen to be up and about this morning, and if your weather was clear, then you probably got to see a really cool thing, which was the moon and Mars are very close together, and Mars is pretty close to Earth right now. So you've got really great viewing of the moon and Mars close together. They're cozy in the sky, if you will. So if you happen to get up before dawn and your skies are clear and you look south, you're going to see that moon pretty, I don't know, not super high in the sky, and Mars will be just to the right of that. Mars is very distinctively, it's not like blood red, but Mars has very much an orangish reddish tint to it, so it's easy to spot. This week, so what's today? Today's the 9th, so later this week, August 15th, again Saturday. For you early risers, for those of you that are looking to the east, you're going to see Venus, planet Venus, and it's going to be cozied up to that late waning crescent moon. They're going to be close together, and you're going to look for them in the eastern sky. And Venus is pretty easy to spot. It is often, other than the moon, the brightest object in the sky. And then August 28th, if you're interested, you're going to have some really good viewing of the little triangle of the moon, Jupiter, and Saturn together. They're going to be in the sky together. And it's been, Jupiter and Saturn have been close in the sky all summer, if you've been looking at that. When I was out looking at the comet Neowise a few weeks ago, I was in a really good position because I could look at the comet on one side, and then I could scan over with my binoculars and look at Saturn and Jupiter. And you could also see the four big moons of Jupiter as well, which was totally sick, dude. And I'm guessing you could probably do the same thing with this. You can probably train your binoculars on Jupiter and spot those four little dots, those four moons of Jupiter. Not just four moons. These are the four big moons. They're essentially Earth-sized. They're massive. So it's really cool. So anyway, there you go, Ann, for your celestial viewing pleasure over the next couple of days. There you go.
Lovely.
It is. Lovely. And so, if you got little ones, take them out, show them the sky, show them something cool. You can be like, well, this is the Perseid Meteor Shower. And this happens because of the comet Smith-Tuttle, and which makes an orbit every 133 years, and so you can just shower them with knowledge, and they're going to be like, "Mommy or Daddy, you're so smart," and you can be like, "I know, you're welcome."
I know. Awesome.
Because isn't that why you have children, so that you can show off to your children? Is that why?
Well, they're the only ones that are going to be impressed for a while. For a little while. So you might as well get all that while you can. So anyway, take your kids out, make them have a nap, and then take them out and show them the Perseid Meteor Shower. Because it really is, as far as annual meteor showers, it's the best one. It's long, it's got, and the cool thing is that the Perseid Meteor Shower will produce probably about 75 meteors an hour on that peak night. So, that's like one a minute. That's plus. So that's a really great meteor shower. And I've actually seen the Perseid in a couple of places. I saw it in Michigan when I was still in college, saw it a number of times when I was in Colorado, and then did not see it. I don't think I've seen it since I've been out here. That's got to change this week. I'm changing that this week. Changing it.
I think it's because I've always been in Michigan this time of year. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
I know, right? So, that's what's happening. So you can, you can nerd out. It's good. So
Excellent.
that's pretty much all I have to say about the Perseid Meteor Shower. I think we've covered some good ground today. We talked about the Perseid Meteor Shower. We talked about McDonald's app and their bakery section of their app, which I just think it's funny that it's like, McDonald's. Do you remember McDonald's? I have not had McDonald's chocolate chip cookies in years. Are they still the same little teeny, chunky, nasty things
I
that they
haven't
used to
had
be?
them. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've had them literally since I was like in undergrad. I mean, it's been
Okay.
that long. So
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
have no idea if they're like, microwave warm now and served in a little, bakery bag, or if they're still in that box.
Yeah, I don't either. I just know it said 13 cookies. So you get a baker's dozen of cookies. So that way you're getting value when you get your baked goods from McDonald's. So
Yeah, some tells me if they're still selling you 13 cookies, they're coming in a box.
we've got a box of 13 tiny cookies. Yummy.
Yeah.
So
Yay! I'm
right
desperate for anything.
on. Cool. Well, like I said, Ann, that's all I have for today. Short and sweet today.
Okay.
But
Short and sweet.
I was thinking about this week, and
Mm-hmm.
it occurred to me. So I've been telling you earlier that I'm totally obsessed with the show Schitt's Creek right now,
Right.
and so there's so Schitt's Creek is essentially produced by Dan Levy and Eugene Levy, or is it Levy? I don't know. Sorry. Um, but it got me to thinking about the other things that Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy have done together. So they've done like A Mighty Wind, and they've done Waiting for Guffman, and they've done Best in Show. So do you think we should watch one of those movies this week?
I do. In fact, I've been like thinking a lot about since that thinking a lot about Best of Show and Waiting for Guffman because those are my two favorites.
Oh yes,
So
yes.
yes, I
Waiting for
think we
Guffman.
should.
You think Waiting for Guffman?
Yeah, I love
Nah.
that one specifically so much because it's local theater.
Local theater is the greatest. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's. So this week, you guys.
Teachers that
I
I
wanna
want
be
to
teachers. Yeah. Love it. All right. So let's plan on Bar Thursday. We'll be reviewing Waiting for Guffman. And are you available Wednesday this week? You got something going on for Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm available. Yes, indeedy.
Cool. So we will. We'll be back then, you guys. You guys. We'll be back. We'll be live on Wednesday. We will be back on Thursday. And I think it's your turn to pick the beverage this weekend, brothers.
It is. Let me think about it because I have some ideas, but none of them are very complicated. So I really have to think about Waiting for Guffman and what would I drink if I had to watch local theater.
Excellent point. And it's also fitting because the last so at the end of season 5, Moira Rose, which is Catherine O'Hara's character, directs a local production of Cabaret, and again, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think that's another reason to watch Waiting for Guffman because it's just such a quality film. Yep.
Indeed.
Cool. All right, you guys. Well, we are out. Please enjoy your Sunday. If you can, hopefully the weather will cooperate with you. I think the weather's supposed to be really good where we are in Minnetonka. So I'm planning to go out there, drag my husband out of his bed and make him go watch meteors with me because he's pretty good sport and stuff like that. And we will report back to you on Wednesday how awesome it was or something to that effect. Okay?
Okay.
All right, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Thanks.
You too. Bye.